Hello, everyone. My name is Jennifer Hall, and I am going to present my research proposal on case management intensity in New York State treatment courts. This study explores how the level of case management, specifically high intensity versus low intensity services, relates to participant engagement and graduation outcomes. Treatment courts rely heavily on case management, yet there is limited empirical clarity on whether the intensity of the services actually improve outcomes. My goal is to contribute to that gap in the literature and support more effective recovery-oriented practices. My research question asks, how does case management intensity influence participant engagement and graduation outcomes in New York State problem-solving treatment courts? This question is grounded in the reality that treatment courts serve individuals with complex behavioral health, substance use, and social needs. Case managers play a central role in coordinating services, addressing barriers, and supporting compliance. However, courts vary widely in how often case managers meet with participants and how much coordination they provide. Understanding whether higher intensity case management leads to better outcomes can help court allocate resources more effectively and strengthen recovery-oriented practices. My hypothesis is that participants who receive high-intensity case management will demonstrate stronger engagement, better adherence to court requirements, and higher graduation rates than those receiving low-intensity services. This hypothesis is supported by research showing that structured, proactive case management improves treatment linkage, retention, and service connection. Studies by Rapp, Penzlander, and Vanderplassen consistently show that when case managers provide more frequent contact and coordinated support, participants are more likely to stay engaged in treatment and achieve positive outcomes. Theoretical framework. The study is guided by the Recovery-Oriented System of Care, or ROSC. ROSC highlights person-centered, strengths-based, and coordinated services that support long-term recovery. This framework aligns closely with treatment court case management, which focuses on reducing barriers, connecting participants to services, and maintaining continuity of care. High-intensity case management reflects ROSC principles by providing consistent support, proactive problem-solving, and strong coordination with community providers. Using ROSC as the theoretical foundation helps explain why case management intensity may influence outcomes, because recovery is strengthened when individuals receive comprehensive, coordinated, and responsive support. Methodology. This study uses a quantitative, non-experimental comparative design. Because participants are not randomly assigned to high or low intensity case management, a non-experimental approach is the most appropriate way to examine naturally occurring differences. I will compare outcomes between the two groups using administrative data from the Unified Case Management System. This design allows me to analyze real-world practice without disrupting court operations or altering service delivery. The goal is to identify patterns and associations that can inform future program improvements and potentially guide more rigorous research. For the sampling frame, this will include adults age 18 and older who are enrolled in the New York State problem-solving courts during the study period. This includes intervention court, drug treatment court, family treatment court, mental health court, and other problem-solving courts that use case management as part of their model. Participants will be identified to the Unified Case Management System, which provides demographic information, case management documentation, and progress notes. I am using consecutive sampling, which means that the eligible participants during the study period will be included. This approach is appropriate because random assignment is not feasible in treatment court settings, and consecutive sampling captures the natural variation in case management intensity. To conduct the study, I'm going to request permission from the Unified Court System to access de-identified UCMS data. Participants will be then categorized into high or low intensity case management based on documented contact frequency, coordinated services, and identified barriers. I will extract variables related to engagement, adherence, and outcomes. Because the study uses existing administrative data, it poses minimal risk. No direct participant contact is required, and all data will be de-identified. The project will undergo IRB review to ensure ethical standards are met. Measurement will rely on the UCMS data, including case management contact frequency, coordinated services, attendance and engagement, compliance and phase progression, graduation or termination. Case management intensity will be measured by how often case managers meet with participants, how much coordination they provide, and whether they document barriers. Engagement and outcomes will be measured through attendance, adherence to requirements, phase progression, and final program status. These measures allow me to compare high and low intensity groups and examine how intensity relates to participant success. Limitations. There are several anticipated limitations. Because the study is non-experimental, I cannot determine the causation. Selection bias may occur because higher need participants often receive high-intensity case management. The UCMS documentation may be inconsistent or incomplete, which can affect the measurement accuracy. The findings may not generalize beyond New York State treatment courts, but the study focuses on short-term outcomes and does not include long-term recovery or recidivism. Finally, demographic subgroup analysis is not included, which may limit understanding of differences across race, gender, or socioeconomic status. Overall, the study examines how case management intensity influences engagement and graduation outcomes in treatment courts by analyzing real-world administrative data. The findings can help courts strengthen service delivery, improve coordination, and support recovery-oriented practices. Overall, this research aims to contribute the more effective case management strategies that promote participant success and long-term recovery. Thank you.